A very good morning to all guests, dignitaries, teachers, staff members, dear students, and dear participants. I, Assistant Professor Nilima Fokmare Patil, NSS Program Officer from HRSPM's Sir Senapati Hambirao Mohite, Law College, Rajguru Nagar. Welcome to you all with a warm heart. I feel privileged to welcome you all on behalf of our college and our institution. Today is the 26th April, and on every 26th April, there is a celebration of World Intellectual Property Day. And for that, we are gathered here on this online platform for the celebration of World Intellectual Property Day. This online workshop is organized by Hutatma Rajguru Shikshan Prasarak Mandal, Sir Senapati Hambirao Mohite, Law College, Rajguru Nagar, Pune, Maharashtra, India, in association with Great Mission Group Consultancy, in accordance of WIPO Geneva, that is the World Intellectual Property Organization. The workshop is organized on the topic Importance of Intellectual Property Rights in Small and Medium Businesses and Academics. Dear participants, before going ahead, I would like to tell you that it is our immense pleasure that we are celebrating this World Intellectual Property Day in accordance of WIPO Geneva. And for this, I would like to express my special thankful gratitude on behalf of our college and institution to the today's eminent guest speaker, Honorable Advocate Ganesh Hingmere sir. Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you very much. As I said now, we have honored to have today's guest speaker, Honorable Advocate Ganesh Hingmere sir, who is founder and chairman of GMGC, that is Great Mission Group Consultancy, and National IP Award winner in 2015 and 2016 by the Government of India. His work in intellectual property field is inspirational. Sir, we are looking forward for hearing words of wisdom from you. Welcome you, sir. Warm welcome you from our institution. I also welcome our patron, Honorable MLA Mr. Diliprao Mohite Patil sir, founder president of Hutatma Rajguru Shikshan Prasarak Mandal, Rajguru Nagar. His guidance is always valuable for us for conducting any program. I also welcome Honorable Principal Shivajirao Mohite sir, Secretary of HRSPM, Honorable CA Mr. Baban Rao Dangle sir, Vice President of HRSPM and President of today's program. I also welcome our support pillar, Mrs. Surikhatai Mohite Patil, Treasurer of HRSPM. I welcome you all dignitaries with a warm heart. Dear participants, the theme of World Intellectual Property Day 2021 celebration is Intellectual Property and Small and Medium-Sized Enterprises, Taking Your Ideas to Market. WIPO Director General Darren Tam describing SMEs as the unsung hero of the global economy and an engine for growth in a post-pandemic world. And for this event is an opportunity to learn about the role of intellectual property rights, that is patents, trademarks, industrial designs, copyrights, etc., play in encouraging innovation and creativity. So, to know more about the program, it's time to give the introduction of the program. And for that, I would like to request our mentor, Mr. Kiran Shinde sir, Acting Principal of HRSPM's Sir Senapati Hambirao Mohite Law College, Rajguru Nagar, to give the introduction of today's program. Shinde sir, over to you. Shinde sir.
Okay. Hello, am I audible? Hello, am I audible? Patil madam.
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
Yes,
You can
yes.
carry on.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Good morning to all of you. I am Assistant Professor Kiran Shinde, in charge Principal of Sir Senapati Hambirrao Moite Law College, Rajgurunagar, Maharashtra, India. First of all, I welcome to MLA Mr. Dilip Rao Moite Patil, Khed Alandi Constituency, Vidhan Sabha, Maharashtra, Founder President of Hutatma Rajguru Shikshan Prasarak Mandal, Rajgurunagar. I also welcome to today's chief guest and speaker, Advocate Ganesh Hingmire sir. I also welcome to CA Baban Rao Dangle sir, Vice President of Hutatma Rajguru Shikshan Prasarak Mandal, Rajgurunagar, and Principal Dr. Shivaji Rao Moite sir, Secretary of Hutatma Rajguru Shikshan Prasarak Mandal, Rajgurunagar, who is always encourage us to organize such kind of program. I also welcome to Mrs. Surekhatai Moite Patil, Treasurer Hutatma Rajguru Shikshan Prasarak Mandal, Rajgurunagar. I also welcome to all participants, students, and my colleagues. Before introducing program, I would like to share information about the institution and college in brief. Hutatma Rajguru Shikshan Prasarak Mandal has established in 2005 by MLA Mr. Dilip Rao Moite Patil to create the educational opportunity for the students of rural and hilly area. With this aim, the institution performed its work. In 2007, the law college has established by the institution with the object to create the professional educational opportunities to rural and hilly area. In 2018, institution had changed name of law college. The new name of college has Sir Senapati Hambirrao Moite Law College. Sir Senapati Hambirrao Moite was the head of the army. He was one of the minister of Ashtapradhan Mandal, that is 8th minister of Shivaji Maharaj. Today we are celebrating World Intellectual Property Day under the IQAC of SHM Law College in association with Great Mission Group Consultancy. On this occasion, we have arranged the guest lecture of Advocate Ganesh Hingmire sir. In 2000, WIPO's member stated designated April 26, the day on which the WIPO convention come into force in 1970. Therefore, this day is celebrated as an Intellectual Property Day, as World IP Day, with the aim of increasing general understanding of IP. Since the World IP Day has offered a unique opportunity each year to join with the others to around the global to consider how IP contributes to the flourishing of the music and the arts and to derive the technological invention that helps shape the world. But this year, WIPO is celebrating IP Day virtually due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The WIPO celebrates World IP Day every year with a particular theme. The theme of this year's celebration is intellectual property and small businesses taking big markets. Small and medium enterprises play an important role in the country's overall production network today. Over the 65% of employment and 50% of the gross domestic product is contributed to small medium enterprises in the European economy. IP is a key consideration in every business decision. While America has traditionally invested in IP is important as it's help derive in innovation, business growth. Small medium enterprises can rely on IP to boost the productivity, earn licensing fee, and even get the royalty. Patent helps create monopoly and offer the protection to the business, stopping others from the commercially exploring their invention. Indian government has introduced Atmanirbhar Bharat during the COVID-19 pandemic. The aim of the Atmanirbhar Bharat is to promote small and domestic product. I have confidence that the theme of IP 2021 has strengthened to Atmanirbhar Bharat, not only Atmanirbhar Bharat, but also Skill India. Further, IP is also essential to academic. It helps to promote the original research writing, which is behind the innovative product. Thus, intellectual property play vital role in economic and daily life. Hence, today we have invited Advocate Ganesh Himgire sir to deliver lecture on IP and to enrich our knowledge about IP. Thank you. I acknowledge to all the references which is used for the preparation of introduction of program. Thank you once again. I welcome to all of you once again. Over to Patil madam.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir, for giving your valuable insights about today's program. Sir, I am sure your address in the introduction of program will help a lot in conceptual understanding of today's topic. Now, I would like to request Honorable CA Mr. Baban Dangle sir, Vice President of Hutatma Rajguru Shikshan Prasarak Mandal Rajguru Nagar and President of today's program, to deliver presidential address. Dangle sir.
Thank you, madam. Good morning, friends. On the occasion of this World Intellectual Property Day, I, CA Baban Dangle, Vice President of Hutatma Rajguru Shikshan Prasarak Mandal, Rajguru Nagar, Pune, welcome to all participants in this program. Our Hutatma Rajguru Shikshan Prasarak Mandal's Sir Senapati Hambirao Mohite Law College is celebrating this IP Day in association with Great Mission Group Consultancy, that is GMGC. I would like to welcome today's faculty, Advocate Ganesh Himgire, who is the founder, chairman of GMGC. Welcome, sir, in this program. Friends, to start or to run any business, we need some resources such as assets or properties. There are mainly two types of properties or assets, that is intangible and tangible assets. Tangible assets is assets which is physically in existence that we can see or we can touch, such as building, plant and machinery, equipments, computers, vehicles, and inventories. But in tangible asset, no physical existence of assets such as patents, trademarks, copyrights, trade secrets, manufacturing formulas, and computer softwares. These are all types of intellectual properties. Friends, in 2015-16, Government of India initiated Startup India Mission. Startup India program was launched on 16th January 2016, intended to build a strong ecosystem for nurturing innovation. And for innovation, we need intellectual property, that is IP, to create product or render services. So IP is very crucial role in running any business by MSME and big enterprises and industries. Sir, we are eager to listen the legal concept of intellectual property rights and its importance in MSME. Thank you, sir. And now I hand over the charge to the organizer. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your provoking address, which is set a perfect platform for our speaker to deliver their presentation in the areas of IPR. So now, dear students, as per our culture and tradition, introduction of a speaker is an vital part of any program. And so for that, I request the exam in charge of our college, Assistant Professor Kiran Kale sir, to give the introduction of our today's eminent and distinguished speaker, Advocate Ganesh Hingmire sir. Kale sir, over to you.
Thank you, Patil madam. It is indeed honor for me to introduce one of the legal luminaries, Advocate Prashant Hingmire, who has been associated with intellectual property rights not only as a professional, but also as a caretaker of these rights. He has established a clear link between the product and its original place of production. Yesterday, I had a word with Dr. Ashok. As he rightly said, Ganesh Hingmire is GO for GI. Professor Ganesh completed his master's from UK after completing LLB from one of the reputed Institute of Indian Law Society, Pune. Sir, he is the founder of Great Mission Group Consultancy, which is dedicated towards promotion and protection of intellectual property rights in the country. He is visiting faculty, most of the prestigious institutions in India, and delivered more than thousands of sessions in different colleges and national law schools. So Ganesh sir, keeping in mind his students and participants and faculty members are eagerly waiting to listen you. I will not take much of your time. Sir has interviewed by majority of new channels in Maharashtra, recognizing his works, and he has most effectively utilized the platform to reach out the farmers, who is the last section of the society and pillar of Indian economy, and aspirants to make aware about intellectual property rights. He has also started YouTube channel to widen his reach to make common man aware of intellectual property rights. He has attended ministerial conferences of World Trade Organizations at Hong Kong, Geneva, Indonesia, Kenya. Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur invited him to chair the session and inaugurate the Geographical Indications Program in 2016. His organization's Memorandum of Understanding signed with many reputed colleges, institutions, and universities in Maharashtra for academic promotions of intellectual property rights. So welcome you, Ganesh sir, on this virtual dais. Please guide us. Over to you, Ganesh sir.
Thank you very much, Professor Kiran. Respected Dangle sir, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Respected Dangle sir, Principal in charge Shinde sir, organizer, I'm very happy to be part of this initiative. I must say thank again for the organizers specifically selecting today, particularly 26th April, for this online workshop or seminar, what we can say, on importance of intellectual property right, focusing on MSME and academic sector. I request participant and of course organizer, they can read today's article. I've written in editorial Saka, which can be available easily online as well, about the importance and all. And also there are many news you can find today where we have initiated a mission for an entire Maharashtra. Fortunately, Maharashtra is now #1 in agriculture GI, and I had an opportunity to register the highest GI in India, and from Maharashtra specifically, from Puneri Pagdi to entire, Maharashtra, we have registered 26 agriculture GI. And I feel happy for that. Today we have initiated to register many other GIs, for an example, Kolhapuri Feta, and then Lonavala Chikki and many other products. I'm coming to that shortly. But I wish you all a very happy IP Day first. And second, let me connect your organization to today's theme of World Intellectual Property Day. Your organizations, the head, I think the founder of your organization is already proved, but I think you all are not aware of the fact that there is already a success story in your organization with respect to today's theme. How I'm going to tell you, again, there is a series of article. It's already going on at Saptaik Sakal, where we have covered the many patent what we have had an opportunity to register, and there is success stories. So the second article in this series is basically you will find from Jayashree Yadav. And Jayashree Yadav lady received the support from your MLA, Moite Patil sir. And now she has 10-acre land just for rose, to produce the roses in your area only, near to Rajguru Nagar. And she has received the excellent support from your patron, Mohite Patil sir. And now she has started separate winery in Junnar. She received the patent for her rose wine. We work for her rose wine. So she, in short, started a small scale industry based on intellectual property right, and she has received first class support, encouragement from your patron. So in short, there is a connection you will find with respect to today's theme from your organization side. The patron helped already to create an industry with the help of intellectual property right. Jayashree Yadav received the patent, and because of that, Government of Maharashtra introduced new GR. Till that time, wineries can be, approved or approved particularly with only for the fruits. But she was the first lady who applied for a patent, who received the patent for her rose wine. Then she requested Government of Maharashtra and Honorable Mohite Patil sir did all extended all kind of support, and the new GR was introduced. Not only fruits but also various flowers. Wine can be produced in Maharashtra, and that's the revolution happening in Maharashtra because of the patent she received and because of your patron supported that gentle lady. Now, this is a connection already we have established with respect to the IP, then industry, small, medium scale industry, and academic. So he is also patron of your initiative. So this is a perfect combination. You need to, I request the organizer to circulate that article or to promote such kind of success stories already did by from your patron, and that can be promoted a good model for to be established with the academic industry and the success with respect to the SMEs. Now, I request sir to make me co-host so I can share my screen, PPT.
Okay, sir. So now you are host.
Okay, one second. Whether my screen is visible? Can you see the screen, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So the first thing, we have already connected to intellectual property right. Since this is World Intellectual Property Day, we need to understand the global scenario of intellectual property right. This is actually 2020 data, where you will find some nations are the pioneer and also leader, you can say, in intellectual property right. For an example, USA, Singapore, Switzerland, UK, they are among top 10 in intellectual property right registration. China is also at 14th position. India for the first time achieved goal among the top 50, and let us have the target like India should be one of the IT leader in world in coming years. Your vice president and today's president for event already mentioned about the tangible assets and intangible assets, and he also spoke about the various forms of intellectual property right. That here you might have studied the various forms of intellectual property right: patent, trademark, industrial design, copyright, geographical indication, etc. When you have an invention, you invented something new, product or process, then you are entitled to get the intellectual property called patent. Very simple. So if I invented a new type of say product, maybe I'll take an example of your vaccine, Covishield, Covaxin belongs to the either maybe a serum or Bharat Biotech. What does it mean? They invented that drug and they only received an authority to produce that vaccine. So that product is patented. Hence, you and me cannot produce that product. That's what the monopoly you can see, and that's the patent. And that's the reason they have right to decide and define the price, and then government is negotiating with them. So in other words, remember, another meaning of patent is an agreement between the government and inventor. So government is giving the monopoly right against inventor is ready and willing to establish an industry. Very simple equation you can remember with respect to the patent. One invention is equal to one patent. So Covishield was one invention. They applied for a patent. That's one invention to the one patent, and one patent to the one industry. So they received only authority to produce that vaccine. So one invention, one patent to one industry. That's the intellectual property right, what we can call patent. Then trademark. Covishield is a name. So you and me cannot use that name. That is a trademark, again applied under class 5 by the serum. So again, that's another intellectual property right. Industrial design. Some of you might have seen recently Bisleri introduced a new type of bottle which you can carry in your purse and can keep in your pocket also. So considering the need of people, they have introduced this new design, and that is an industrial design. The nano, shape of nano is another example you can remember with industrial design as an intellectual property right. Copyright, very close to the academic sector. You all are using various books, maybe Nirali Prakashan, Narendra Prakashan, this Prakashan, that Prakashan, and those are written by well-known authors. So that is copyrighted by certain people. So here is the connection, not only with the connection with the books, but also your academic, like your thesis, your research paper, your articles. When you say this is my article, this is my research, this is my PhD thesis, so you have applied your mind, your brain, and created that intellectual property rights, and that will be your intellectual property. I cannot publish your thesis, your research paper in my name. If I do so, then I am liable to face an action called plagiarism. Unfortunately, in India, there are 3 vice chancellors faced a very serious action for violation of intellectual property right, and they have been sacked by the President of India, and including one vice chancellor from National Law University. She used all different chapters of someone's book and compile in her own name and publish. And unfortunately, that has been discovered and she has been sacked. So this is what the bad habit, what we have sometimes called copy and paste. Use someone's material as my material, publish in my name. It's a bad habit, and now this become a serious offense because of the intellectual property right. And then this good initiative is leading to the different level that original creation is coming up, is promoted. And also Ministry of HR took a serious note of such kind of violation, and they have introduced a policy for plagiarism, where they will cross check at any point of time the last 10 years thesis, and that if they found this thesis is copy pasted or violated, or plagiarism is there and not properly references are there, etc., and then they've introduced various software, so that will be a kind of a serious issue for the professor who unfortunately took the material from someone's creation and publish in their own name or submitted in their own name. Then that will be a challenge and difficulties for them. They will have to face the challenge, they will have to lose their job, they will have to face maybe another criminal action if government took a serious note on that. Then other intellectual properties also, where you'll find geographical indication. I have begun my session with this note that we have registered highest number of GIs, and we will be happy to take India at the zenith level. Unfortunately, the total GI registration in India is very less, but we took this entire GI registration as a mission, and fortunately we are now #1. Maharashtra is #1 in agriculture GI. So how important now intellectual property right overall in nation perspective? Here is the best report published by the US on intellectual property right, where you can find the intellectual property is contributing 40 million jobs. Further, that industrial innovation, that's again intellectual property rights, GDP's contribution is almost 35%. They generate $5 trillion through intellectual property right. So one can easily understand the importance of intellectual property and then connection of intellectual property to the industry. So again, don't forget that equation which we have discussing the beginning: one patent, one invention, then one industry. So here is that many industries are supported by that. And most important thing you can remember, we all are connected to the intellectual property right. Intellectual property right is not a new subject. Our day starts with someone's intellectual property. Our day ends with someone's intellectual property. We are paying huge amount for someone's intellectual property right. Intellectual property is not the subject only for the legal study. And that has to be remembered basically. So it is a part of an industry. You take one product, you will find minimum 4 to 5 intellectual properties are there. For example, your television. Your television, the name of the company, maybe Sony, Bosch, Samsung, whatever that is a trademark. Then the technology, you can recall yourself 10 years ago, you may have a big size television. Today, a different size televisions, you can fit into your wall. That kind of changes had happened. So the technology which are replaced for the new design is again patented. Then the design itself, that curve size, your television, that's an industrial design. Then the leaflet, brochures prepared for that television is copyrighted. So a very connection, and these different. So you can imagine a different companies are involved in that making of single product. Again, a very simple example you can take for your laptop, which you might have been using right now. So name of the laptop, maybe your HP is a company, your Dell is a company. These are the trademark. Then different size, mold, and etc. Apple again. However, you in your this laptop itself, you can say different industries are involved. There may be an Intel Core 13, a different technology might be. There is a Microsoft softwares are there. So you can imagine in your computer itself, there are different intellectual properties. One from maybe Intel, one from HP, one from Microsoft, one from other companies. So that way you can see that your product is an outcome of many intellectual property rights. And that's how your contribution is immense in industry, and that has to be remembered. The very important connection. And what I'm saying, we all are connected. So when you purchased this laptop, you might have paid a license fee to the Microsoft for use of their Windows 10 and etc. etc. So, and that is a very huge. So maybe right now, maybe we have a 50 participant where we can say 5,000 is a license fee might have paid to the Microsoft. So 50 multiplied by 5,000, how much we paid to the Microsoft for their intellectual property right? And again, that's HP, Dell, all these intellectual property rights. So industrial connection need to be understand with respect to that, and we are connected. I mean, again, I'm saying we are connected very much. We use our, daily basis, the toothpaste that again, the Colgate, Pepsodent, Patanjali, Vithoba, these are the name. Based on that, we purchase the toothpaste. If I offer you a toothpaste without any name, no one will use that. What does it mean? That trademark is protected and part of their representation. So that way, how we are connected. I said we are already paying for the license copies. They are also at micro level. Further, an example I always quote is a Parker pen. You must have purchased Parker pen. So for 100 rupees minimum, remove the name Parker from this pen, you will not pay 10 rupees even. So 90 rupees is for what? That is the value you need to understand with respect to the intellectual property right. So intellectual property create an industry. Industry creates what you can say employment. Further, industry also create a revenue to the government, and that's why government is granting you a monopoly right for your intellectual property right. That is very much essential connection you have to understand with respect to the intellectual property right and SME or industry. So this is what the basic of today's World IP Day. And then I'm coming to the various connections which might be helpful to you understand about that. So there in US, $5 trillion they generate through industrial innovation or intellectual property right, and where you can find over 50% of the patent filed in industrial innovations there in US have Indian brain behind that. So indirectly you can say $2.5 trillion of the GDP's contribution comes from the India's brain. But whether that goes to the Indians' pockets or not, no, that goes to the US company. So if you are an engineer, if you are working for the IBM, if you develop some product for the IBM, the patent will be in the name of IBM. So IBM will be owner of that intellectual property right, and IBM will exploit that intellectual property right. The message to understand through this example, you can connect yourself basically that Indians are intelligent, and intelligent people can create an intellectual property right. Only right now the major hurdle is that the intellectual property created by Indians belongs to some MNCs, and Indians will not allowed to commercial. But important aspect, important message is that we are intelligent, we can create, and we can further think about the creating our own industry with certain support, and that's how the SME connection is there. So 90% SMEs are in the world, what we say is basically they're running the entire slab, and only 10% they have 50% or 50+% power in this, like a big MNCs of MNC, Microsoft, IBM, they hold major stake in the intellectual property rights. So here is the example which I can cover. This is a Times of India's report where you can see the total filing of India is on another side, maybe from the main laboratories, you can say CSR, DRDOs and all government lab. If you calculate the total patent filing by them, that is maybe on one side. So, and another side, the one single company from the US. So that single company from the US is filing 135% more patent than the total filing by all Indian labs. What does it mean? It means we are lagging behind in IP filing, mainly in patent filing. This report also further explained that more than 70% patent filed in India are from non-resident applicant. What does it mean non-resident? Means not from India. So major applications are, patent applications are received in Indian Patent Office are from foreigners. What will be the impact of this? Very simple impact we have already discussed and studied. One invention is equal to one patent is equal to one industry. If 70% patents are introduced in India by foreigners, so 70% proposed industries are by foreigners. So what will be the impact? The impact would be the economic recolonization. They'll take royalty from you, and then on basis of their intellectual property, you will only have to follow their norms. That's the serious offense. What you can see, the best here is a Covishield, where you can say Oxford is co-owner, and you cannot manufacture that drug. That's of course, this is of course they have spent huge amount in research and development, and they have generated this. This is one side of that industry. And so here is the 70% industries, what you can say, proposed by the foreigners, and need to be a serious note on that. We need to increase the number of patents, and mainly for the small scale industries, they need to be aware about the intellectual property right they can create. And fortunately, government of Maharashtra introduced many schemes to support the cause by Startup India scheme, where you will get the full reimbursement for your patent cost. Now I'm coming to the one by one industry specific example on intellectual property rights. So a connection for the today's theme can be made properly. So here is the first example of well-known industry called Microsoft. We all know very well, we all are using Windows, Excel, PowerPoint presentation, etc. This is nothing but the software. This is nothing but the intellectual property rights of Microsoft. And we have paid license fee to use these different softwares of Microsoft. So Microsoft also introduced and invented rather, and then introduced a technology called SPI patent. This SPI patent will be there in your laptop, in your desktop, in your electronic device, you can say. And then their function is to observe your activity, record your activity, and provide you report as and when you require. So for an example, if I've started working on my office work, and then suddenly I'm giving a presentation, so everything will be recorded by this software. And when I wanted to have a report on my activities on 31st December, then they'll say on 26th April, you have delivered the session to this Rajguru Nagar College, and then that report, what I have given a presentation, everything will be available. So in short, this software, this intellectual property right, basically to observe you, to record you, and to provide the report as and when you wish to have. The impact of this software in our life is very important. One student got a placement, and he joined one company, and company gave him a project. He started working on that project. He actually reached to office at 9:30, and from 9:30 to 10 o'clock he worked on the project given by the company. Suddenly 10 o'clock he started visiting various matrimonial sites. And we have a lot of matrimonial sites, as you know, MarathiMatrimonial.com, Jeevan Sati, and all. So he took time from 10:30 to 4:30. He was searching on the various website, and then suddenly he realized, no, I should go back to my project. And he's supposed to shift from his work to the project. He found his friend online and he started chatting with his friend. The day went like this, and the month went like this, and then in happy mood he went to the ATM machine to withdraw the salary. He found there is no sufficient balance. He took the mini statement and he found the company only deposited 2,500 rupees to his account. With angry mood, he went to the manager and he asked the manager, what is this nonsense? I'm supposed to get 25,000 rupees salary, but I found only 2,500 rupees deposited by company to my account. Manager was cool man and ready with the two reports. One was spy software patent report. The spy software which I was talking, and I'm giving an example. The report was saying you are supposed to work 100 hours for the company's project, but you really spent only 10 hours for the company's project. You spent 75%. You've spent 75 hours visiting the various matrimonial site. Into the bracket, the detailed report will be available on request, and 15 hours you spend chatting with your friend. So you really spent only 10 hours. That is 10% of the total expected work, and hence you are entitled to receive only 10% of the salary. The another report also, the another letter, what we can say, corporate prem patra in law, in law's point of view, what we can say, a memo. If you work like this, you will be out. Further, you'll have to pay a compensation and damages for utilizing the resource of the company. So what is the message of this intellectual property to industry as well as to all of us? The message to the industry of this intellectual property right is what we have religious thought: do your duty, God is watching you. So here is do your duty, intellectual property right is watching. So IP become a part of industry and our day-to-day life. Then of course industry's connection you can understand with respect to the Tata filed 40 patent application, and that basically 40 industries are created through that 40 patent, and you can remember the single wiper system and all etc. So that is what you can directly connect. That's a small industry is created by that one patent of single wiper. So a connection of intellectual property with small. So Tata Motor might have outsourced that to someone else. So here is that, remember that created a fantastic model. Another intellectual property, here is another industry also created through that intellectual property right, that is a publication. So printing industry through publication is important, and why it is created and in whose name. The Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling, she you know that she is an author of Harry Potter, and once upon a time she requested UK government to give £200 so she can have at least food, and today she is earning more than Queen Elizabeth. So her intellectual property, her copyright, which she has licensed to the many publishers. The publishing industry is established through her intellectual property. Then further publisher asks to make or print the copies. Then printing industry is also established through this intellectual property right. So many industries are established from intellectual property right. Here we are talking another form of intellectual property right called copyright. Your industry are directly represented through the another form of intellectual property right called trademark. We have already discussed the Colgate, Pepsodent, Patanjali, Vithoba. These are the names. You cannot use Microsoft name to start your industry. You cannot use Tata. So that's intellectual property is directly connected to the to industry. So we are talking about the connections right now. So here is the example which we can discuss about a small industry started by an Indian couple there in Malaysia called McCurry. They 25 years ago they went to the Malaysia and they started an Indian restaurant called McCurry. Few years ago, McDonald entered into the Malaysia and then they file a case against McCurry for the use of the word Mac. Unfortunately, they had local industry registration like what we have, Shop Act, and they submitted those evidences to local court there in Malaysia, and they won the case. But remember, if they would have not this name as in the record, they could have to close their business. So what does it mean? That means how important name as an intellectual property to your industry. And nowadays, because of this various online activities and mainly websites and WIPO, basically already introduced the domain name dispute resolution policy for cyber spotting and typo spotting, and there are many cases which are going on, maybe Ready versus Ready or Tata versus Make My Trip. These are the cases decided there in Geneva by WIPO. So you have a right to take your cases to the Geneva on trademark violation when there is a domain name dispute. So there is another connection you can understand with respect to that. There are many examples which we have given are connected to the industry. Maybe a Bill Gates, his industry, we know his company called Microsoft. That is one of the richest company, and he is the richest person in the world because of this intellectual property right. So what I gave you an example, we all are using the license copies from the Microsoft, that Windows 10, etc., maybe 2,000, 5,000, whatever license copies we might have paid to the company. So then patent we have already said there are many industries created by a number of patent, and those are maybe actually we have this tradition, but unfortunately not to the right benefit of various traditions which we can improve, and improvement can get the patent. Remember, in the entire world, 97% patent are improved patent and only 3% patent are original patent. So a railway engine was invented for only one time, but the bullet train, metro, these are improved version of that inventions. And then in each and every time you can separately file a patent for that. So here is the many example of yoga patent, dosa patent that industry can be created. Here is the another interesting examples, basically our IIT. Now I'm coming to the academic side. We have discussed the various industrial examples, Microsoft, then your copyright, how copyright is creating a different industries. First part was industry connection is to some extent covered. Here is now academic. Academic and intellectual property right are very, very important, you can say, connections, and that further lead to the intellectual property right. I can give you an example. We all are using the mobile phone. In this mobile phone, you will find there is a technology called text message technology. So you might have received it, at least one text from your close one, or you might have sent one text message to your close one. So that technology is actually patented by University of Texas, an academic institute there in US. Further, they gave license to many mobile companies, and those who did not take a license and started using that technology, University of Texas filed 30 cases against those mobile companies, and they won the cases. So what does it mean? That a separate industry is proposed by academic institute. So you may have a professor, you may have a researcher, you may have a student in association with all. You might have invented some product, and if you applied for a patent and if you license that to the industry, you can generate the revenue through that. And this is what the model is already there in UK and US. And our IIT is also now started such models. And then the first, here are some interesting examples which I would like to cover about the academic contributions in intellectual property rights. So IIT Mumbai invented many products. One of them is a shield. A pregnant woman can use that shield, as today she might have to work up to 8 months, 9 months, and that shouldn't create complications to her baby. So to protect her baby, she can use the shield which is developed by IIT Mumbai. So here is another message from the IPR to all of us. Before you create an industry, you need to solve the society problem. So here it was a problem for a pregnant woman that has been sorted out by IIT, and IIT took it to the next level by applying patent to that. Then there is another example of 6-player chess. One student invented this product, he applied for a patent, and now the 6-player chess is available. Then the another example is anti-molestation device. Again, from one student from the JD Goenka School, Delhi. Basically those who are from Pune, they can recall themselves. The incident took there in Hinjawadi, a place, the IT park. Some woman had to face one way and some very bad incidences, and they had been disturbed by Samaj Kantak joke, and then they had only one solution that time to protect themselves is a spray, and then they उनके बारे में क्या हुआ मैं बता नहीं पाऊंगा यहाँ पे, but shouldn't happen such things. So what is the solution? In that case, this anti-molestation device can be used. You can fit that into the watch. अगर कोई आपको तकलीफ दे रहा है तो वॉच से आप उसकी बॉडी को प्रेस करो, देन उसको करंट बैठेगा, देन वो फेंक दिया जाएगा. What does it mean? That you can protect yourself from the bad, the bad people, or जो समाज कंटक है उनके से आपने से बताओ. So this is, and hardly 122 rupees is the cost of this anti-molestation device. So that's the inventions by one another students. Another Indian की तरफ से आ गया है, आपके मोबाइल में आपको पता चलेगा 8 घंटे पहले कि आपको हार्ट अटैक आने वाला है. So that technology device in association embedded system is there in your mobile. लेकिन इसका पर्पस ये है कि you can immediately contact your doctor and get the prescription done. आप अपनी लाइफ बचाओ. नहीं तो 8 घंटे पहले ही आपको पता चल रहा है कि आपको हार्ट अटैक आने वाला है, 8 घंटे पहले ही आप उसको negatively मत लेना. To protect your life is important. We all know that zero was invented by Indians. We have also discussed the IIM Ahmedabad report that over 50% of the industrial innovations happen in India have Indian brain. Oh, sorry, in US have Indian brains. This is a professor's invention. One professor from UK, she came with a thought to convert the toilet water into a drinkable water. She requested the Bill Gates Foundation. Bill Gates Foundation extended their support. She invented that device, and the device is available right now in UK, where you can convert the toilet water into a drinkable water. That kind of device should be available in each and every academic institute. Again, here is a message to all our professor that if you have some good idea, then there are some good foundation which can support you, and that can be your intellectual property, which will solve the problem of the society and can also create a separate industry. So that is an important message to all of us. Now I'm coming to the a very unknown intellectual property right called a geographical indication. Actually, geographical indication is community's intellectual property. Community commonly hold this property, and they are the owner of that intellectual property, right? We all know that. Actually, in my one of the previous slide, you can find Tirupati Laddu is a GI. That Tirupati Tirumala Laddu is right now a geographical indication. The TTD, what we say, Tirupati Tirumala Devasthan, they are the owner of this Laddu. So what are the benefits? Basically, the benefit is, again, here what we called it right now a DOT, but since you are paying certain amount, so you can also consider yourself as a customer. 10 years ago, devotees used to buy these laddu from the market. Actually, the market laddu was not original laddu. And then what to do to curb such kind of malpractices? The TTD decided to take help of the law. That is what geographical indication. Then applied for this geographical indication, they received, and they seriously took an action against the fake shopkeepers. And then now only Tirupati Tirumala Devasthanam is distributing that Laddu Prasadam. So here is the benefit to the consumer, benefit to the community, and ultimately benefit to the nation. So, Geographical Indication Act is introduced in India through WTO, World Trade Organization. Basically, that again, you all might have studied the TRIPS agreement, trade-related aspects of intellectual property, right? Because of that, we enacted many laws. One of them is a geographical indication. And we registered the first GI is a Darjeeling tea. That's an agricultural product. A unique atmosphere there in West Bengal created, nice product from that soil is Darjeeling tea. And then they applied for the GI. The GI has been registered, and now Darjeeling tea is available in 90 countries. A separate industry is created for this agrarian community through the GI. In Maharashtra also, there are many examples for the GI registration. We will go one by one. Mahabaleshwar strawberry, we will discuss that. In fact, there are 3 types of GI registration. Here is a 3 types of different industries, you can say, will be created through the GI registration. One is an agriculture food. I have said Darjeeling tea created certain market. That when you say created certain market, that is again an industry created from the agrarian products. Then there is a natural goods. There are many natural places or natural goods you are available from that natural places. We will be discussing Makarana marble from the Rajasthan and Jaisalmer yellow, etc., etc. Those products now fetching a premium price. A separate industry is created because the traders are now involved in trading such a unique product. So that's a natural product. Even your Pathani sari, your Kanchivaram sari, your Banarasi sari, and many other products comes under this category. Manufactured goods. Actually, the third, natural goods में केवल 2 आएंगे, लेकिन manufactured goods में, as I said, Pathani sari and all. These are the different GIs. Now, first part of GI, agricultural goods. Here is a separate tourist industry is created. What we are discussing, IPR, industry, and how employment is generated. Here is that I applied this particular GI for Mahabaleshwar strawberry in 2009. We received it in 2010, and we submitted many scientific evidences, including the report on seeds outside this fruit, which are 200, where we have submitted a comparison that in other strawberry, you won't have more than 160 seeds outside the foods, but the Mahabaleshwar you will find 200 seeds outside the food. We know that Mahabaleshwar is a hill station, and further there is a red laterite soil and heavy rainfall. So we consider all these natural resources, and we applied for a GI, we registered, and now 53 families remigrated from Pune to Mahabaleshwar to cultivate. More than 2,000 extra ton strawberry produced in Mahabaleshwar. More than 1100 farmers are right now involved in this. They have introduced concept called Mahabaleshwar Strawberry Utsav. Every year on second, say Good Friday, 3 days you will find this. There is a strawberry mahotsav, and local people receive a lot of employment because of that. So that is what the success of GI for the industry, mainly tourism industry. Agro-tourism, Mahabaleshwar is now agro-tourism hub for many of these things. So here is another example of manufacturing good. Goa Feni. This is actually a famous product, a traditional product from, one second. Goa Feni received the GI. This is a unique product from Goa, and many people are involved in producing this Feni, and that is a separate industry, you can say, established there in Goa. Internationally, you will find champagne and Scotch whiskies are registered as a GI. Champagne is a place there in France, and after GI registration, only that product reached to the market, global market, and fetching a very good price. Even you can recall yourself when we won the this World Cup, Tendulkar celebrated our victory with this champagne. So you can say how a GI product is created, a big industry globally, and this kind of potential is also available for the Feni. Then I said about the natural goods, there are only 2 natural goods so far registered in India, and that is again fetching a very good price, and specific industry is created with respect to that. It's a Makarana marble from the Rajasthan, and the history can be traced with respect to the use of Makarana marble there in Taj Mahal and Victoria Palace there in Kolkata. Where in Makarana marble, the nicety you will find is a calcium carbonate content, which is more than 98%. So it shines, it retains the shines and increases during the life, basically. So now I'm coming to the status of India. Today, so far, there are 370 GIs registered. Why I'm going to give, why specifically I decided to focus on the number which is there. So here we can take an oath, we can take a mission, we can decide an aim to increase the number, and that's the reason behind sharing all the facts and figures with you all participants here. So there are 370 registrations so far for the GI, 112 agriculture, 1/4 GI registration in agriculture sector is from Maharashtra itself. It includes Nasik grapes, Ambemore rice, and many other products in that. Handicraft, you can say Paithani sari, Banarasi sari, etc., etc. Food stuff, mainly you can say there is a peda from Karnataka, what we can say Dharwadi peda, it's food stuff, and many other products, natural products, manufactured products. We discussed 15 foreign products also we registered as a GI, champagne and all that comes under that. State-wise, all over GI registration, Maharashtra is in second post, but an agriculture GI registration, Maharashtra is in top. However, Karnataka is in zenith of GI registration. Agriculture GI is very important in Rajgurunagar, in Junnar, in that area. They have a lot of potential. They may have the black grapes can be registered as a GI. They have an Alfonso, that also a unique product from that place, can be registered. Many other products can think to get GI registration. Here is the overall India status. Northeast India is taking an initiative on agriculture GI. We work for 34 GIs, 26 are registered. 6 are in final stage of registration. Why to register a GI and how it is connected to the industry. If I ask you a very basic, simple question, how many of you purchased the Paitani sari? If I get an answer that there are 10 people who might have purchased the Paitani sari, and if I ask the second question, how many of you purchased the original Paitani sari, then I may get answer only 1 or 2% may raise the hand. So what does it mean? Only 10 to 20% are assured about the original product. Then how you can take the law to get the original product? The only way to take the legal support is the GI registration. Once you have a GI registration, then you are the only person can sell the product with that name, and that's the connection you can say created with the community's intellectual property right. Now I'm coming to the connection. Why am I talking? Why I spent 5 to 10 minutes to explain about the Indian GI scenario. Here is that globally GI is effectively used as a socio-economic tool for their progress. China, they have 7,200 enforced GI. In Europe, they have 59,000 plus agri-GIs, and Germany alone more than 15,000 GI. So where Indian, and then they particularly those GIs are in Europe are mainly registered for wines and spirit and agriculture product. But in India, we have only 112. So where we are in India, 112, in China, 7,200 plus, in Europe, 59,000. So that comparison need to be remembered, and we can take it further and register maximum GIs. So that can be benefited to the community. It may be agrarian community, it may be weavers, artisans, and likewise. So here is the first class example of European Union, how they have exploited GI in a right spirit. Even pandemic, they have sold their GI product worth of 75 billion euros, and one thing that is 15 billion euros they have generated to exporting their GI products. So whatever the champagne, Scotch whiskey received in India from the Europe because of the tag, GI tag, and that's the sale value of that GI. So if you fail to protect the GI, what will be the impact? This is best example in Maharashtra. There is a district called Satara. In this district, there is a village and then particularly a taluka called Koregaon. They have Koregaon Wagya French bean, that's a Wagya Ghevda, a unique product, and once upon a time used to supply to the military and North India. But the farmers did not receive the right price because it was not considered as a farming industry and promote as an organized sector. Unfortunately, they lose the market, and then today the scenario is we are importing 90% rajma to fulfill our need. And so that again, those rajma which we are importing from Canada and China are not up to the mark. The protein content of that rajma is not even of the half of the protein available in our Satara Wagya Ghevda. But that's and the ultimate impact is that we are suffering with a lot of health diseases because we are not consuming the right food. So there are many aspects which are directly connected to the intellectual property you can find. India is its second last stage on intellectual property right protection as per the US report is concerned, and need to be uplifted to top. Indian government took initiative. They proposed IP exchange. So if you have a patent, if you want to commercially exploit, then you can put your patent like your Bombay Stock Exchange में आप अपना company डालते हैं वैसे यहाँ पे आप अपना patent डालो, people will invest in that. That's a proposed. So that will be a good kind of a revolution in India once that is there. Like today's seminar, we have conducted many seminars throughout India. I particularly was invited as chief guest in IIT Kharagpur, where we launch GI drive and patent drive. आपने रसगुल्ला सुना होगा, ओडिशा का रसगुल्ला का, and now this become an organized sector and they have started exporting that rasgulla to the many foreign countries. Recently in 2018-19, they received the GI after our GI drive there in IIT Kharagpur. They also decided to have the patent drive, and for 100 patents, they decided a target, and they've completed that target in 2018-2019. They started exploiting that patent. Many industries took that patent and they received almost 18 crore as a license fee for their patent. So what is the model here? Academic intellectual property industry model, which you can see. In academics, you all have a talent. You can apply that talent to create an intellectual property. Once you have an intellectual property, you can give it to the industry, like what IIT Kharagpur did. They license that. Industry are in need. They can save the time on R&D if they get the ready-made intellectual property, ready-made product in their hand through the intellectual property right, and they are ready and willing to spend good amount, because instead of spending thousands in R&D, they can get in hundreds for the intellectual property, and then additional revenue to the academic sector is also there. So here is the industry created through the academic, and that is the main using IP as a tool. This is what had happened with the IIT Kharagpur, can happen with the your institute as well. Last year, Oxford generated $100 million by licensing their intellectual property right. So you can imagine that the value, that the connection of intellectual property right with the industry. ऐसे ही वहाँ पे प्रोफेसर रिसर्चर थे. उसके बाद हम लोगों ने गुजरात, राजस्थान, हर जगह पे अवेयरनेस क्रिएट करना शुरू किया. पूना में भी एक इंस्टीट्यूट में एस लेक्चर के बाद दिस स्टूडेंट केम टू us, and then we filed his patent, and this patent was basically electric foldable bike. You can read these old article. Considering the time, I have to be very quick on my presentation. So these are all success stories जहाँ पे हम लोगों ने अपने पेटेंट फाइल, हम लोगों के लिए पेटेंट फाइल किया. उसका एक पेटेंट कथा नाम से साप्ताहिक सफा में एक सीरीज चल रहा है, which you can read. The articles are freely available on internet. Many sessions are also freely available. You can click Ganesh Himgere on internet, and then you will get many free sessions, many free articles. And that can be a first step to create an awareness. Then second, we can think about the registration of intellectual property, right? Third is giving a license of intellectual property to the industry. And the model which you have already, like Jayashree Yadav, supported by Dilip Mohite Patil, and then she has a separate industry, is a perfect example for today's occasion. These are the different patents for which we have worked. You might have heard about the N95, but we work for the UK's one invention called N100. 100% protection through that mask is available. And then we work for the Rauri in Agriculture University is close to you. So we have applied for their patent. We have MOU signed with them. And Rosewine patent is that when I began a GI registration journey, I only took some few students in 2007. We registered Puneri Pagdi first time, that as a geographical indication. And today you can see the success of Puneri Pagdi. That time only 8 women were there. 8 महिलाएं केवल बचे हुए थे वहां पे पुनेरी पगड़ी. अभी 100 महिलाएं काम कर रही हैं. This is a report from the Times of India site. Then Pune University started using Puneri Pagdi for their convocation. So that is the revolutions what we received from the GI registration. Many industries, I have already said, agriculture की premium price मिलना शुरू हुआ है. This is for the Sangli resin, also for the Ajra Gansar. Many government officers left their job and joined the agriculture sector and started trading those products. Many say GI product now received the order from the abroad, and they started exporting that. Many traditional travel products also which received the GI are recognized by well-known media and now fetching a good premium price. Strawberry, how they have created agrotourism, how they've introduced the very byproducts. Maybe you can remember, you can go there and see the malas and then mapros. Those are the industry created by this product, and now their byproduct is available throughout India as well as globe. Chiku powder, Chiku wines, Golwar Chiku we have registered as a GI. and now Chiku powder, Chiku wines are available in Chiku parlors. Those again, that parlor is introduced by one lady from Dahanu, and she is running that in a very fantastic manner. This is actually a news covered about your patron's contribution on wine. This is covered in business line. That rose wine, she has received a patent. We work for her patent, and that is separate industry is created now. Then in very rural area like Solapur in Mangalveda, they have started small byproduct chakli and all through this GI product. With this, I must say thank you for the opportunity, and once again a very happy IP day, and we can take few questions before we conclude this for the day. I can see some question here. What is the actual difference between the trademark and copyright? Trademark is a visual symbol. So your logo, which I mean maybe a Microsoft, you can remember Infosys, that logo is a representation of an industry, is an intellectual property of industry. Copyright is for different kind of works, maybe your literary work. So if I have today, you can see my article is there in Sakal editorial. So that is my article. So I am the copyright holder of that article. My painting is my copyright. So that is what the copyright. So it may be artistic work, it may be literary work, it may be cinematography work, it may be sound recording work. Those are considered as my copyright. So different between the trademark is a representation, it's a visual representation. It may be logo, it may be the word mark, it may be the coin word. Coin word is also trademark. So Infosys, information and system, they took only info from information and system sys. So Infosys is a coin mark. So that is a representation of your industry. So copyright is your book, your article, your painting, your sculpture. We registered Lal Bagh Raja copyright, so statue, that you'll find there are 74 strips. उनके सोन के ऊपर ऐसे 3 कलर से और कान के पास certain flowers आते हैं. So that is remain with one family called Kamli. So that's the difference between the copyright and trademark. How can we report and protect the copy and duplicacy in these patent product? I am trying to understand what there are two intellectual property. How copy with respect to the copyright. But when you have received, for an example, rose wine, she has received the patent for her rose wine, and if you started using or manufacturing rose wine without her permission, then that's a violation of intellectual property. Patent Act 1970 is there. So according to that, you are entitled to take an actions against for the violation. I request you to read today's article where I have covered the Microsoft case on IP violation. A small Canadian company applied for a patent related to the word technology. They received a patent, but they failed to commercially exploit that. Microsoft took it from the public, that technology, and then this Canadian company filed a suit against Microsoft, violation of intellectual property, because Microsoft started using that technology without permission, without any authorization, without any license. And then since that Canadian company had the patent certificate, court decided the case in favor of Canadian company, and court has asked to Microsoft to pay $290 million. अगर मराठी में कहोगे तो 7 पिढ्या बैठ के खाएंगे तो भी 7 पिढी बसून खाल्लं तरी ते पैसे रोज 3 स्टारला गेलं तरी कमी पडतील एवढ्या मोठ्या प्रमाणात कॉम्पेन्सेशन त्याचं मिळालेलं आहे. प्लीज मेक मी होस्ट. कौन है? Okay, how I can make this? Sir, you are host now.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Hingeri sir, for giving your valuable insights on the today's topic, that is the importance of intellectual property rights in small and medium businesses and academics. Sir, I hope your guidance would have paved the way to understand an importance of IPR in SMEs and academics, no matter what the nature of business firm is. Sir, actually, I would like to congratulate you that the maximum number of registrations of GIs done by you, and in that, in the place Maharashtra place you first all over India. So being a domicile of Maharashtra, it is a proud moment for us. And you said the success story of Jayashree Yadav, the first lady who received patent for rose wine, and our honorable patron and the MLA Dilip Rao Mohite Patil sir supported her. That is a very good stories and examples that you have told in your lecture. I think the students will and the participants will get the insightful knowledge. Thank you very much once again, sir. Thank you very much. Now a question answer session is there. I have posted one message in the chat box.
I think I have already answered few questions.
Yes, sir. What is actual difference between trademark and copyright? You have answered
Further,
this
I
question.
also said, but
Further,
anyway,
can you
we can take
explain?
one or two questions. No.
Okay,
no.
okay, sir. I think the question is that, sir, how can we report and protect the copy? That question I think you have
Already
answered.
covered.
Yeah, right. How GDPR will help India to protect data privacy is likely to be enforced in India.
See, this is different law proposed in India, and connection yet to be announced on intellectual property right. So data protection is altogether different. That's a collection, but who collect that data, for what they have collect, and with whose intellectual property would it be? That has to be defined yet, and whether private data is allowed to sell, that is a big question. So yet to be decided many aspects, and of course we have fundamental rights, and privacy, right to privacy is also fundamental right. So that has been, I think, already considered in the proposed law.
If anyone want, you can unmute yourself. If anyone want to ask any question. Participants, we are taking only 2 feedback from the participants. Only 2 participants can give their feedback for the today's workshop. If anyone want to give feedback, please raise their hand so that I. Is there anyone ready to give feedback? Please raise their hand. Anyone notice for the participants, please fill the feedback form in the chat box. After the feedback, you will get, after filling the feedback, you will get the certificate or e-certificate of this workshop after 1 week. Now I am again requesting the participants to give the feedback for the today's workshop. Please raise their hand. I think no one is ready for giving the feedback. Actually the workshop is wonderful.
ओके शिंदे
sir,
सर
but-
मी आता लीव्ह होतोय मला एक 1:15 वाजता दुसरं कमिटमेंट आहे आणि
But so the last session is of the vote of thanks. Okay, sir. Just within for 1 minute itself. The workshop is conducted under the IQAC of our college. So first of all, before going to the vote of thanks, I would like to thank Garud sir, who is the coordinator of the internal quality assurance cell, for organizing such wonderful and knowledgeable program on the IPR. Now, may I request Assistant Professor Chauhan Madam, who is the coordinator of free legal aid of our college, to propose the vote of thanks for today's program. Chauhan Madam.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, all. We already know that we all are gathered here virtually on the occasion of the celebration of World Intellectual Property Day, and this is my great privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this occasion. First of all, my special thanks to Advocate Ganesh Himgire sir on behalf of our college, because without your kind support and the support of Great Mission Group Consultancy, it will not be possible for us to approach to this global platform of WIPO as Geneva. As WIPO is one of the most important organizations for intellectual property rights, which is the greatest platform for all over world intellectuals. By way of today's program, we have a specially and grateful thanks for their support and for providing a chance to be a part of such global platform. Hence, my heartful thanks to Advocate Himgire sir and his GMGC team for sharing a valuable thoughts and importance of intellectual property rights into small as well as medium business and academics and importance of GI. Sir, as intellectual property is also one of the subject in our law curriculum, your interaction with participants during question answer is also important for clearing the doubts relating to the intellectual property. As our law college is situated in rural area, rather our college's vision is to provide a qualitative legal education to students, thereby to bring them to meet challenges from rural to global level. And I think it will not be wrong to say that this is our first step and an important initiative which we are going to fulfill only because of you, sir. So thanks a lot. I also thankful to our management and honorable founder president Mr. MLA Mr. Dilip Rao Mohite Patil as a patron of this program, and also thanks to the treasurer of our institute, Sir Surekhatai Mohite Patil, also Principal Dr. Shivaji Rao Mohite sir, for always being a positive, enthusiastic support for all programs and for always encouraging us to organizing such kind of efforts. Again, my special thanks to Honorable CA Baban Rao Dangle sir for being a part of this program. Now, my warmful thanks goes to our principal sir for providing us this opportunity to hear such a great eminent personality, and also for your vision and commitment, which is very important and useful for our student. I also thankful my colleagues. As we know, for every successful program, there are some helping hands and positive support and efforts behind this success. Hence, my special thanks to Professor Patil ma'am, Garud sir, Kale sir, Bibe sir, Shingote ma'am, Deshmukh ma'am, and Shevale sir for his technical support. And last but not least, my very special thanks to all of participants, including our students, for their kind patience and attendance for this program. So thank you once again, all of you. And with the permission of organizing committee, I think I have to declare the program is over now.
Okay, thank you, sir. Ganesh sir, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.